High above the valleys, where clouds drift like restless spirits and rivers carve ancient scars into stone, lie the sacred homelands of the mountain tribes. These are worlds suspended between earth and sky. Places where the human story is written in the rhythm of wind, snow, and silence. For centuries, their people have walked ridges where only eagles dare to soar, shaping their lives from rock and fire, faith and endurance. Here, survival is not just a struggle. It is an art, a devotion, a legacy passed from generation to generation through calloused hands and whispered prayers. Each peak holds a story. Each trail carries the memory of ancestors who once stood against the storms. In these heights, time moves differently, slower, deeper, as if the mountains themselves breathe with the people who call them home. This is not just wilderness. It is heritage carved into cliffs, resilience woven into the mist, and humanity living at the very roof of the world. So take a deep breath. The journey begins here, where the clouds kiss the earth and the spirit of the mountains calls. Subscribe to Tourport and join us as we explore the hidden worlds that rise above the clouds, untouched, unbroken, and unforgettable. Chefchaouen, the blue pearl of Morocco. Nestled high in the embrace of Morocco's Rif Mountains, where clouds drift low and silence hums between the valleys, lies a city that seems painted by the sky itself. Chefchaouen, the blue pearl. Every corner of this mountain town breathes serenity. Every wall and staircase glows in shades of endless blue, cobalt, turquoise, sapphire, blending the heavens with the earth. It is said that when the morning sun touches these walls, the city awakens not with sound but with light. Chefchaouen is more than color. It is a feeling, a meditation, a hymn. Its story begins in 1471, born from refuge and faith. Muslim and Jewish exiles, fleeing from Andalusia, crossed the sea to find peace in these mountains. Here, they built a sanctuary of hope, a place to live, to pray, and to begin again. And so the blue became their symbol. The color of the divine, a reminder of the sky above and the eternal beyond. the labyrinth of its narrow alleys, time slows to a gentle rhythm. You can hear the shuffle of footsteps on cobblestones, worn smooth by centuries, smell fresh bread baking in clay ovens, and see women draped in woven shawls, carrying baskets of fruit through sunlit courtyards. The air carries the scent of mint, mountain herbs, and distant rain. Children play along blue stairways, their laughter echoing between painted walls that have watched generations grow. For travelers, it is both a place and a pause, a reminder that beauty doesn't shout. It breathes quietly through peace and presence. Reine, the Arctic heart of Norway. Far above the Arctic Circle, where the horizon stretches into a realm of silence and snow, lies Reine. A village so beautiful, it feels like the earth paused here to admire itself. Perched upon the jagged cliffs of the Lofoten Islands, Reine is a masterpiece sculpted by wind, water, and time. Sharp mountains rise straight from the sea, like guardians of the north, their peaks dusted with white, their reflections mirrored perfectly in the still, icy fjords below. Red and white cabins cling to the edges of this frozen paradise. Fishermen's homes known as Roerboer, standing like memories of survival and endurance. This is a place where every sunrise feels like a miracle, and every breath tastes of salt, snow, and peace. For centuries, Reine has been a world shaped by the sea. In summer, the midnight sun hovers gently over the horizon, refusing to set, bathing the village in golden light that never fades. In winter, darkness reigns, but the sky bursts alive with color. The northern lights weaving emerald and violet ribbons across the heavens, as if the universe itself paints to keep the cold away. This village doesn't try to impress. It teaches you how to listen to the wind, to the waves, and perhaps to yourself. And as the drone soars above the quiet fjords and glowing cabins, you can almost hear the land whisper its secret. In the heart of the Arctic, even silence has a soul. Gurung, warriors of the wind. Where mountain passes, whisper legends and eagles carve circles in the clouds, you find the Gurungs, the proud warriors of the wind. Their ancestors once guarded kingdoms and faced invaders with bravery unmatched. Yet today, the Gurung spirit is seen not in battle, but in their harmony with nature. Their fields shimmer with millet and maize. Their songs carry stories of courage, love, and loss. They live by a code of honor. Respect the earth, revere the ancestors, and never forget who you are. When the wind sweeps across their villages, it sounds like the voices of those who came before, reminding them that legacy isn't built on fame, but on faithfulness. Dolpo, the hidden people of the north. Beyond the last line of trees, where the air is thin and silence reigns, lies Dolpo. A land untouched by time. Here, the Dolpo people live in isolation, surrounded by glaciers and cliffs that glow with the light of another world. Their monasteries cling to rock faces like eternal prayers. Life is harsh, but so are they, tempered by snow, sustained by belief. Every step across these high deserts is a dialogue with survival. Yaks carry their lifeblood. Barley and salt sustain their bodies. Mantras sustain their souls. In the face of cold and solitude, they find beauty, not in what they own, but in what they endure. Dolpo is where humanity meets its limit and chooses faith over fear. Bhutia, children of the eastern Himalayas. In Sikkim's mist-covered mountains live the Bhutia, descendants of Tibetan settlers who brought with them the serenity of the high plateaus. Their monasteries glow with butter lamps. Their prayer flags dance with the clouds. The Bhutia live in harmony with their faith. Every color of the flag, a promise to the elements. Every spin of the prayer wheel, a whisper to eternity. They measure wealth not in gold, but in blessings, not in possessions, but in peace. In their smiles is a quiet wisdom. The kind that grows only where heaven feels near. For the Bhutia, life is not a race against time. It is a sacred rhythm echoing between the peaks. Hallstatt, the soul of Austria's Alps. Cradled between towering alpine peaks and the shimmering mirror of its lake, Hallstatt sits like a dream that refuses to fade. A village so serene, it feels whispered into existence by nature herself. As your eyes glide across its reflection, the line between earth and heaven seems to disappear. Wooden houses, centuries old, cling to the mountainside, their balconies draped in flowers, their reflections rippling softly upon the water below. Mist drifts gently from the lake each morning, wrapping the village in a silver veil, as if time itself hesitates before entering Hallstatt. For over 7,000 years, people have called this place home, one of the oldest continuously inhabited villages in all of Europe. Lepcha, the original children of Sikkim. Before borders, before kingdoms, before names, there were the Lepcha, who call themselves Rongkop, the children of the snow peak. They speak softly to rivers, bow to mountains, and honor every living thing as sacred. To them, nature is not an object, but a relative, to be loved, not owned. Their legends say they were born from the pure snow of Mount Kanchenjunga itself. In their bamboo homes and forest shrines, they keep alive a bond older than civilization. Their songs tell of harmony, their rituals of gratitude. Among the Lepcha, life flows like a river, gentle, pure, and eternal. Ifugao, the stairway people of the Philippines. Far to the east, in the Emerald Mountains of the Philippines, the Ifugao carved dreams into stone. The famous rice terraces that rise like stairways to the sky. Each terrace was shaped by hand, guided by wisdom passed down for over 2,000 years. For the Ifugao, the land is a living spirit, every harvest a communion between man and earth. Their rituals call for balance. Their festivals celebrate the bond between family and field. When the rains fall, the terraces shimmer like mirrors of heaven, reflecting a people who turned labor into art and devotion into legacy. In every grain of rice lies their prayer for life. Hmong, the wanderers of the highlands. Through the misty mountains of Vietnam and Laos roam the Hmong, travelers of time, keepers of color. Their embroidered clothes bloom like gardens against the gray hills, each stitch a story, each pattern a symbol of their wandering past. The Hmong have no single homeland. Their home is wherever their spirit finds peace. Persecuted, displaced, and scattered, they carried with them one unshakable truth: that identity is not in land, but in memory. Their songs rise over valleys, melancholy yet proud, echoing the resilience of a people who refuse to fade. To be Hmong is to walk endlessly and yet never be lost. Lisu, the people of many rivers. In the borderlands of China and Myanmar, where rivers cut deep canyons and jungles breathe with mystery, live the Lisu. They are mountain farmers, hunters, and musicians, a people who live between worlds, where each sunrise feels both ancient and new. Their bamboo bridges sway over roaring rivers, symbols of both danger and connection. Life here is precarious, yet full of grace. The Lisu sing to the spirits before planting crops, thank the earth after every meal, and greet strangers with the warmth of kin. Their laughter, like water, finds its way through stone, gentle but unstoppable. Yi, the flame of the highlands. In the mountains of Yunnan and Sichuan, where fog curls through pine and flame dances at dusk, dwell the Yi, a people of fire and song. Their festivals ignite the hills with drums, torches, and dance. The torchlight is not merely celebration, it is remembrance, a symbol of the human spirit shining against the dark. For centuries, the Yi have guarded their traditions with fierce pride. Their black and red robes, their folk tales, their music, all burn with the vitality of those who refuse to forget. In every spark of their flame lives a message to the world that culture, like fire, only dies when it is no longer shared. The mountains are silent now. The winds rest upon the peaks, but if you listen, really listen, you'll still hear them. The heartbeat of a Sherpa at dawn, the laughter of Hmong children chasing clouds, the ancient hymns of Dolpo echoing through the cold. Every voice, every prayer, every story still lingers here. Suspended in the thin breath of the world's roof, because the mountains are not just places, they are souls, and every tribe we've met is a living poem, written by time, spoken by the earth. We saw hands that built rice terraces like stairways to heaven. We saw faces carved by wind, yet softened by kindness. We saw faith that could melt snow and courage that could move mountains. So as the sun sets beyond the final ridge, and the last prayer flag flutters against the dying light, remember this journey. Carry it in your spirit, because you haven't just seen mountains, you've felt them breathe. And if your heart still aches to wander, if you long for skies that touch eternity, then your soul was made for this. Subscribe to Tourport, where every journey is a heartbeat, every story a horizon, and every mountain reminds us that life is still breathtakingly beautiful.